Can you please raise your hand if your CEO has replaced 50% of their people by using AI? If it's more than 50%, can you please raise your hand? No one. Can you please raise your hand if one of the managers in your company has replaced 90% of his or her daily job by using AI? One, two, nice. Because this is what I see on the LinkedIn every day. Hello, my name is Vojta Tuma. I work 8 years in data. My role is field CTO at Keboola, which means solving the hardest obstacles, challenges, you might call it whatever you want, in company called Keboola, which is company which focuses on data engineers. You can connect me on the LinkedIn or write me at vojta@keboola.com. What I want you to deliver today, what I want you to take from this talk, I want to show you how I get from total AI newbie to someone who can use AI agents, use MCP server, crew AI, running everything on top of Keboola, which is our platform, and make inputs for users by providing them with data app. This is kind of, for me, it is a holy grail, which I want to share with you today. I was thinking about use case, what I want to deliver. Should I be financial data? Should it be some kind of KPIs? Then I decided what is really important in our lives is our kids. So I want you to show how I built fairy tale generator, which has multiple agents. Those agents are using MCP server to talk to database, and everything is happening on top of Keboola. But you can build it anywhere you want. And there's a magic book, which is my data application, where you can create your own fairy tale for your kids. Before I get to this point, I want to share you my journey. A year ago, I was trying to create a dashboard. This dashboard should have 2 buttons, new record and delete record. I asked AI, can you please delete record button? And AI responded, sure, I will delete it. It's not a problem. Here is updated version of your code. I got this. I said, it's still there. Make sure you delete the button. Sorry, you are right, my mistake. Let me fix this. And I got response, I have deleted the button, updated the code, I checked that everything is okay, and I make super sure that button is deleted. But it was the wrong one. So I told the AI, you deleted the wrong button. You are right. Now I will fix it. Can you please raise the hand if you face the same issues? Like you want to do the simple thing, but AI is not helping. I was exactly at that point. I would say I have not failed. I just found not 10,000 ways that won't work, but I would say 10 ways, which were totally blind. I think Thomas Edison said this sentence. I was not such a bad because I saved multiple tries. Before I will go deep into what are my tips and tricks how to use LLMs and MCP all together and building agents, what is holy grail that all our managers are trying to achieve, I need you to provide with a little bit of theory. What was a year ago was non-agenting word. Means user wrote a prompt. This prompt was provided to LLM, and we got answer, text, image, whatever. But it changed during the time. Agenting word came, and I was really wondering what that agenting word means. And it's very, very easy. I'm a simple man, so I need to simplify all the things. and I simplify to this. Before providing the answer, some magic happens. And that magic, what is inside that blue box? Let's imagine that you will provide your LLM with wizard stick, and this wizard stick can summon a unicorn. Who believes in unicorn? Can you please raise the hand? It's more people than on the first try. More people than their CEO has replaced 50%. Amazing. So this is something what really extend the capabilities of AI. For example, you can have an LLM which uses tools to read your Gmails, your Slack notifications, whatever. But this is nice. A lot of people is already using that, but and not a lot of people are using the bottom part, the data engineering part, where you can use your LLM and interact with BigQuery, Snowflake, Databricks, or whatever database you want to use. DuckDB. How it works, who already heard about MCP? Okay, so for rest of the people, I want to show you what MCP is. It's basically a way how your LLM can interact with outer world. So I prepared a demo. I wanted to shut down the lights in this room, but I was not allowed because we need to shut the lights all around. So I want to make it a little bit more simple. I created an MCP server. This is Cursor. This is my favorite IDE. And I want to ask it if it can turn off this television. Can you please turn off the projector? I will try to run it. And it's thinking. It is thinking. Not bad. Not bad. Hopefully I will be able to do it once again. Turn on. It works the same. Turn on the projector. And it calls something which is called tool, which can do something like turning projector back on. And you can do much more things than just turning off the projector, turning off the lights. You can do a really lot of stuff. So as we switch the TV off, it's just providing the LLM with tools to switch something off, to query the database, or trigger the fire alarm, which is my second demo. No, I'm just joking. I'm not going to do that. But if you know how hard it is to delete just one button, can you imagine that you will plug MCP on top of your database and you will run query like this? Can you please delete all the application logs which are older than 3 months? From my experience, what I knew from my story with deleting the button, I will probably delete everything in my database and it will drop all the database that it has access to. So I need to come up with some framework how to work better with this. So there is a tips and tricks section. My first tip and trick, what I found out, is context is the king. As I said, I want to provide you with fairy tale generator. I will show you how it works. And I wrote to, I think it was Gemini CLI, that I want to build AI fairy tale generator using data from Gutenberg.com, which is a portal where you can download free ebooks. And I was provided with CLI application, which was not doing exactly what I want. I want something totally different. The reason is that I provided very short context what I want to do, so I got one of the random results. What is my advice number 1? Use instruction files which looks like this. This is a markdown file which says what I want to do, how I want to do, and what is the most important, do implementation steps. This is a markdown way how to do checkboxes. Because LLM works the best if you really narrow down the context, what do you want to achieve? And always implement step by step. Otherwise, it is provided with a very large task, and it's hard for LLM to deliver it. So tips for context files: create instructions and keep everything there. Don't store everything inside your prompt chats history. Put everything inside the instruction MD file and use it as a memory. You can share that file to someone. It's hard to share the chat sometimes, but it's much easier to share that markdown file with all the things which, when you write, when user changes something in the chat, always update this file. So you will have the log of what you wanted to achieve. This is just another view on the context. If you will provide short context to large language models, you will be provided with a lot of different results, which is not bad. It's good for brainstorming, but don't get me wrong. If you want exact result and you know what do you want to achieve, always provide as much text as possible and keep it in those markdown files. Another thing, if you will be building your AI products, focus on error messages. As far as you will start working with agents, those agents can't read messages like this. It's the same for human. 500 internal server error. It says nothing. Better is table XYZ was not found. But even better, and what works the best for LLMs when working with MCP, is to providing with hint how to recover. You know what went wrong, and you can help your agents how to recover by providing the hints. When you are trying to build the agentic systems, be explicit and directive. Means you can skip all the things. I'm very sorry, you are right, next time I will don't do that, I will send you flowers, I will send you a gift. No. This communication should be very directive. Use examples. Use structured formats. If you are a Python developer, I really recommend looking at pydantic.dev, which is a really good framework for structured data. Another tip, self-healing loops. This is how we achieve much better results with talk to your data use cases for our clients. Meaning, you will let LLM create your SQL. You need to have a place where to execute this SQL to check for syntax errors. If any syntax errors is provided, then go back, regenerate SQL, provide the error, and do it once again. As far as you have the right syntax, you still don't have the good result. So on the output, you should also do the reality checks. What does it mean? If you have 0 orders for the last 10 months, and you know you have a lot of orders, or there should be a lot of orders, do the reality check on your results. Having having SQL, which is correct regarding the syntax, is nice, but it doesn't tell anything about its logic, about its output. So if you want to do really good job on your results regarding talk to your data use cases, which we are doing in Keboola, this is what we found the best way how to do it. At the moment, you have level 1 completed. If you will use those things, you will achieve much better results than without those things. This is enough for talk to your data platforms, where you simply ask the questions and you are provided with dashboards. Is it sufficient for business users? But this is data engineering theater. And what we did, we forgot about data engineers. We are also people who want to speed up our work by using AI tools. What do we want to do? We want to quickly connect to our data sources. We want to create or update our transformations. We want to create full pipelines end to end. We want to automate them. And we also want to use agents for our work. Because what I found, agents are pretty good. I would say what I'm reading about them on LinkedIn is a little bit high. In reality, it's a little bit lower, but it can do a lot of job for you, especially when connecting to MCP. What do we don't want to do? Who loves writing the comments? One. Not bad. So we still have a place on market. It's good. I don't like it. I also don't like trying to understand code that someone else created. I don't want to spend time fixing the errors by understanding the code which is totally not commented. That's exactly why we as a Keboola came up with something what I called talk to pipeline approach, which is also sufficient for data engineers. It can do 80% work for you, so you are not going to be fired, not yet, and I think even in the future you won't be, but what you have been doing 5 days, you can do within 1 day. And this use case, to be honest, it's much harder to do compared to talk to your data things. And we spent a lot of time doing that. Okay, Vojta, nice. There is another AI tool which can do everything and it will solve all of my problems. If we will look around, everybody will say that. But it's not about the tools anymore. The tools we are provided with they have enough features, enough capabilities, enough compute power to do everything you want. This is not the problem of today. The problem of today is blueprint. How to do it in my company. Provide me with example how you did it on a real use case, so I can do it as well. Who think that we are missing the blueprints, not the technologies? Thanks. So let's build something. I hate presentations, so I want to show you what I built for you and what I want to share with you after this presentation. You will be provided with all the materials, with all what you saw, with my instructions marked down, how I built the whole thing. So, as I said, I want to build a fairy tale generator. The internet connection here is quite bad, so I run it on local machine, but you can run the same thing in Keboola platform as well. So first, what I want to do, I need to provide some inputs. I need to provide who is the main character. I put who wants to be the main character. We can change the name. And your name is? Sorry, I don't hear anything. So, Michael? I will keep their Vojta, sorry. Ethan? Ivan? So now I'm losing the opportunity of being the main character, but I will do it. So Ivan, I hope I wrote it correctly. Ivan, it's fine. So you are going to be wizard. You are brave, kind, and funny. The location of the whole thing will be mountain peak. It will be magical, and your problem is you need to prepare for a talk in front of a lot of foreign people, and you are kind of introvert, which is my case. And who is against you? There is an ugly old guy who is removing the slides from your presentation. This is excuse that my presentation is not being longer because you know who did it. Your boss is very well supportive, and he's supporting you with KPIs for the whole event, which is a really good support. It should be short. You can also choose the tone and target language. I will really provide you with this generator so you can read the fairy tales for your kids in your language. You don't want to translate from English to your language. So I put here multiple languages. Visual style. It's not implemented yet. I'm looking for a help after this one. So if you want to incorporate on this, I'm pretty open. And now I will start generating the fairy tale. This will execute Crew AI. Who knows Crew AI? Few of you. I mean, the Crew AI is a really good technology. It's a framework for AI agents, and is the easiest one I found so far. So I can really recommend it. What happens that our platform will execute this box, which is Fairytale AI pipeline, which is the box which is capable of running that Crew AI. So you can run agents on Keboola platform. After it is being completed, it will notify me that something happens. Before it's being generated, because it will take some time, the agents need to do back and forth. There is a planner, there is a translator, there is a writer. I want to show you something else, because we know how to plug AI almost everywhere, and we know what works and what does not. So what I want to show you here, and what I prepared, is possibility of using AI assistant which exactly works for you and not against you. It is capable of doing few things. It can do data analysis, create transformation, creating of components, connecting the jobs. This is the exact thing where we implemented all the tips and tricks, and we would like to provide you with. So you can work and create pipelines by using AI. The crucial thing when you are building talk to your data pipelines, talk to your data tools, is metadata. Everybody here will agree, I think, that it's not about having columns called ABC and nothing in the description, but how to get there, how to comment all your SQL scripts, and then how to comment all your tables which are being generated by those SQL scripts. This is the thing what can do that. It can read your transformation, find the logic underneath, and then use it for documenting all your tables in your database. So what I ask it, I can run it, but I ask, do I have any transformation with books? Because I'm using 600 books as an inspiration for the whole AI pipeline. And it said, yes, let me go through all of your projects, list all the transformation, get all the configs, and then it will find out, yes, there is something. I found one. And it's what it does. It tells me exactly what it does, that it's joining books, people relationship, and book subject. And now I have zero clue what is happening in the project, but I can start asking about my transformation. Sometimes your pipelines are kind of messy. It might happen. It happened to me as well. And I have zero clue where I search for particular things. But this thing can do that. It can search exactly where your KPIs are being calculated. Then I ask it, create a brief description of table which is generated by this transformation. It reads the whole transformation. I really recommend to do this even with any other platform, like read your SQL with any MCP server. Let it understand what is there, and convert it into descriptions, convert it into comments. This is also a really good thing, not for AI itself, but for you. So it creates this description that I have aggregated views of fairy tales, books, whatever. I decided that I want something what is better readable for AI. So it's changed to AI readable double dot, which is probably better readable. But it provides me with columns and what they contain. You can create transformation. You can execute the jobs. You can say, I want to connect to weather API and connect it to my data, how weather affects our orders. I can show you on our booth. And if everything's went well, we should have already our AI-generated fairy tale. This is live demo. Do you know how it is with live demos? It is not working all the time. It is being loaded. The internet is not such a good here. And I would love to share the fairy tale with you. Boom. It's here. Ivan, the brave wizard. In a magical land where the mountains kiss the sky and colorful. Wow, it's nice. You should, somewhere here in the middle, you should face the problem with your presentation where your slides are being removed. But don't worry, Ivan. You got this. Sorry, Ivan. In my language, it's Ivan. Sorry for that. Ivan. Don't worry, Ivan. You got this. Cheered Bella. So even you have a friend in that fairy tale. Fluttering around him. What is important is the ending. That they lived until they die. This sounds like an easy fairy tale you can do with ChatGPT or whatever technology. But what is important, what you can't do, in my opinion, it's just a fairy tale generator. Use AI. What do you want to do? But let's change the landscape a little bit. Let's assume that this is not a fairy tale generator. What if we will change few things? We will still keep the drawers, but they are counting money now. This is your CFO. This is your CEO. And you can change what I will provide you with agent controller, budgeting agent, dashboard agent. And this controller agent can use Keboola MCP to look to your financial data. And now it starts to be less funny, but more important for your business. As I said, in my opinion, it's no more about tools, it's about blueprints. And I will love to provide you with my blueprint if you will scan this QR code, enter your email, so I can send you all the things afterwards. I will show you how to connect AI agents with your data. So let's go and start building. Thank you. Any questions to this one? Are there? If you want, you can visit me at booth L40 and I can show you all the things with agents, MCPs, even more tips and tricks.